Hey everyone, it's Deb. Welcome to Craft Our Paper Stash cards with Stmpgrl, who is Paige, Stmpgrl. Her link will be below, and myself, me, Deb Hauk. And so this is the one where we can use any paper stash we have and to try and use up some of the things we have, but we're to make cards, and we're going to be making 5 cards, maybe more, but always at least 5, and trying to use up some of our paper stack. So what I decided to use was this, it is a Stampin' Up paper. It was in the seasonal catalog, but it's no longer available, and it's called Frosted Floral Specialty DSP. As far as I know, it did not carry forward. The coordinating stamp and matching dies did, but the paper did not. So I wanted to use some of the paper, and you can see I still have quite a bit of this paper left, and some of it I really like for example this one, and I really like this frosted gray on the back, but I actually didn't get to use that one yet. And I really love this one. And then some of them are just sort of, you know, neutrals that they were okay, but they didn't rock my boat. So anyway, I did make some cards with some of the ones that I really love, and some that didn't really rock my boat. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I can't wait to see what Paige made. And like we said, you can play along with us. Just put a link to your video or where you're posting a picture if you don't make videos, so we can see. If you'd like to post them on my Facebook group page, it's Deb Hauk's Crafty Cottage there as well. Just ask to join. It's a public group, so I'll let you in. And you can post your pictures there. I know Paige comments in there as well, so yeah, we can both see them then. Okay, so the first card I made, I had actually started a while ago and I never finished it. I sort of flashed this up once before. It's like a trifold card with a belly band, and this features the paper that I just showed, but also this Dragonfly Dreams stamp set from Stampin' Up, which is current. It's in the annual catalog. Okay, so here's how this works. Now the Thinking of You with a Grateful Heart, oh, shoot, I forget where I got that from. So sorry. I'll have to figure that out and put that in the link below, because I just don't remember which stamp set that is. It's not on the Dragonfly one, so I'm not sure, but these, there are matching framelits to the Dragonfly Dreams, and I did use those to put this in here. The only thing, I can't remember where this came from, so I will find that out and put it in. But then I did stamp a 2-part butterfly. I stamped it first in Night of Navy, and then over it in Merry Merlot with the sort of lacy looking one. This background, I think, is done in Pear Pizzazz, if I'm not mistaken. And then I had these blings from the annual catalog too. They're not actually the right color. I think they're Granny Apple Green, but they looked alright with it. And then the inside is just there, and people can write here or on the back. You're going to have to forgive me, please. I was out yesterday in the wind, and here we go again, right? I have a little bit of a scratchy voice, so I do apologize, but I have to get this video done. And I may just take a sip of tea in between cards or pause the video. So that's how that one works. Okay, that was card number 1. I'm going to pause. Okay, so the next set of cards, this one, sorry, I have a cat hair there. This one, and this one. These 3 used the paper I showed you. This background paper here, a couple of these. This one did not, but it used the stamp set that goes with this. So I kind of got astray on that one. So I'm only really counting 5 cards because this one didn't use the same paper. But this one, and this one did. These top two, let me get these out of the way and do those first. They used this not Stampin' Up! Framelits drop-ins, and it's 15 dies, and it took me a while, honestly, to figure out exactly how to use it, because the first time I did it with this one, this box didn't cut all the way out completely, and then I realized that's because you had to put a drop-in in with a word, and there's several of them that they have, like birthday, wishes, and cheer, and then this hello. So I thought I'd do a hello card once I figured that out. Okay, and then I believe this little box is also in there. The thanks on this one came from the well-written framelits dies that are in the occasions catalog going on right now for Stampin' Up. And I'll have that linked below. And then these are stamped. What I did is I used the paper, cut out the frame. I put Heather, this is Blackberry Bliss color, but I put Highland Heather in the background behind it. And then over here, I used the part that this cut out from. Does that make sense? So, yeah, anyway. The square that cut out of this I used over the frame over here. So that's that. And then I did use the first frost, these flowers, and stamp them in tonal Highland Heather here. These are stamped in Blackberry Bliss and then cut out with the Frosted Bouquet framelits. Now these are still available. They're in this section called Holiday Favorites or something like that on the website. So the First Frost Clear Mount stamp set and the Frosted Bouquet framelits are still available right now. Over here, I stamped them in Highland Heather, and then this color blue is called Pacific Point, and I've had that paper and hadn't used it yet, so I wanted to use it. So this was stamped in that, these two little burr thingies, like, and this berry branch here, this was cut in Pacific Point. These two were stamped in it and then cut, and then these two were stamped in Highland Heather, and I also stamped on the white background in Highland Heather and used a piece of the no longer available right now occasions catalog, I'm sorry, celebration item. It's from the 5-pack of ribbon, and this is Highland Heather. And then on the inside, I just put a piece of white around it on this one and stamped in Highland Heather again. On this one, the word is out of Highland Heather. I used some of the Whisper White polka dot ribbon behind it, and then also to do the bow. And then inside, I used the detailed trio punch. And first I did this little design here, but it didn't round the corners. I had forgotten it didn't round it, so I thought, well, let me try and put it in the corner rounder on here afterwards and hope it doesn't cut off the design, and it does not. So with this punch, you can do the design first, and then you can also still round the corner, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then the other part of the trio is a tag oval hole punch down here on this side, okay? That is in the annual catalog, guys. So this paper is Blackberry Bliss. It's current, but the designer paper used here is no longer available. That's that Frosted Floral. So those were the first two that used that Sizzix die. Then these two, this was the next one no, I'm sorry. Let me think. Yes, this was the next one I made. It's 2 sheets of designer paper, the front and the back of the same sheet, I believe. Let me just double check my words. No, I apologize. This one has a green floral, green leaves on the back, so I used this, and then to go with it, I used a piece that looked like, which I can't find a small piece of it here. that look like this. And I didn't think these were real fun colors for a floral, but I liked it with the stripes, so that's what I did. And then the coordinating green is Tranquil Tide, so I used a piece of Tranquil Tide behind the rectangle that comes in the framelits. And I stamped out of the stamp set, Wishing You All the Best. It's right here. I stamped this in Tranquil Tide, and then I overlaid it with the same stamp, which is it's a clear mount rubber, but you were able to tell which is the bottom. So I just stamped it over again in Gray Granite, which is the gray color in here. And then this is from the framelits. I punched out 2 of those little branches in Tranquil Tide and stuck them under there. And then on the inside, I just used the stripe paper, and I had this scrap of Very Vanilla and it fit perfectly, so that's what I put in. So that's that one. And then this one is another piece. It's that same floral, but on this time I used, now this one I did use, this is the floral, and the back is that darker Tranquil Tide sort of wheat leaves kind of thing, and I did use that. But these were out of scraps from the first piece of the floral. This is a piece of Gray Granite ribbon. I had 2 of these little buttons. They were from the 2017 to 19 in color flower buttons. Those were my last 2 in Tranquil Tide. So I put them on, and then I used a flat pack pearl that's in the annual catalog. Oops. It's these it just says Pearl Basic Jewels. I used 2 of those. And then I had a piece of white cardstock left. I cut it down just a little bit widthwise this way. I used my triple banner punch to do this. These were cut out of the same rectangle that's in the Frosty Bouquet framelits. They have that edged, and there's 2 pieces, one's larger and one's smaller, but here I just used, I think, the larger one. And then I used the silver, I don't know what these are called. They're silver and gold pearls. They're in the annual catalog. I just used the silver, and I used some of the silver metallic thread and just wrapped it around back and forth a few times over here. That's in the annual catalog as well. And then this one opens a little differently. Oh, it's on soft suede paper, which is the brown color in here. And then it opens sideways. So, and then I just stamped this long piece here in Tranquil Tide, and this little piece over here in soft suede. And I backed it on a piece of the floral and then put Whisper White. I didn't do the corner rounding on that one, so I thought that was different to have it opened that way. So that's my next card. And then the last one I did, I actually hadn't used this paper yet. Oops, sorry, it's upside down. So I wanted to do that, and I had this piece of leftover Night of Navy 12 by 12 cardstock. So I just used it as it was, cut it in half. So it's 6 by, it's not a 6 by 6, it's a 6 by, oops, by like 5 1/4. I don't remember what project I had used that on. And then I had another piece of Native Navy, like a matte size, and I cut out, now these are cut from the Stitch Seasons framelits. They are retired. They were like a 1 month only special, like back in, I think, August or September, I can't remember. And it had 3 sizes of this shape. These are right now, as of 2 days ago anyway, they were in the clearance rack. I can't access the website today because it's down for maintenance for Stampin' Up website. But these are still available in the clearance rack, so they're discounted big time. And the bow is out of that set also, from Night of Navy. And then this this little gem here in Mint Macaroon is out of these faceted dots here. And that is the larger one there. And that's Mint Macaroon, is that color. And then all these little flowers on here. This paper has these cute little, to me they look like little wildflowers. I popped them over a piece of it's like a Blackberry Bliss, this stripe here. Had it going sideways this time, put the flowers on, put a strip of paper under these. The navy blue is up on dimensionals. This one is just glued down onto the navy. The bow is just glued down, but after I stamped the thank you for all that you are and all that you do, which is out of this stamp set, All That You Are, right here. I got out a set that I had bought previously, a while back actually, and it's a host only set, so you have to either have an order of $150 or more, or B, host a party, like an online party or book party or something. And these are called pressed flowers. So I used this one and this one, and I stamped off twice, and then put the flowers down in Night of Navy, Blackberry Bliss, and Mint Macaroon to match the background paper. So I thought that came out really cute. And then this opens like this. I did the same background. It's this paper, which is I don't know if I have another piece with that on it. I don't think so. Hang on, maybe. Yes, I do. So on the back of this one, no, I think that's not right. On the back of this one is the Blackberry Bliss stripe, like that. Okay. So yes, I still have like 6 full sheets of this, and then some cut sheets. So anyway, I used that, and then I used this, which I just love, this little petite flower one. I like the back of this too, and I wanted to do more with that, so we'll see. Future video. I again cut out, I think this is actually the largest one because I wanted people to have room to write in here. And then I just stamped in Mint Macaroon, Night of Navy, and Blackberry Bliss going down either side. And that is the last card, guys. So let me bring them all back. So again, it featured the Frosted Floral Specialty DSP that's no longer available, but I want to use it up, and that's the idea of this hop. It features the Stitch Seasons framelits, which are in the clearance rack, which I had bought a while ago. The First Frost bouquet framelits and clear mount stamp set, which is available in the holiday carryover section. This you can't get from Stampin' Up! The dies. That was a Sizzix die. And then do I have all the cards? I'm missing one. I'm missing my Dragonfly. Here we go. And then Dragonfly Dreams, which is in the annual catalog. So let me know if you guys like any of these. I'm just curious because except for this one and this one, these are really not my colorways that I like to use usually. And then again, Pressed Flowers and All That You Are. This is in the Occasions catalog. This is in the annual. But you have to be a host. So I will put the links to the stamp sets and things down below. But these are the paper that I used. The Frosted Floral, and I have a ways to go before that's used up. So we'll see when I'm going to use that again. Maybe later in the year, but I have a lot of paper to use, guys. So that's it. That is my, oh, and I forgot to say I put a pearl on the top of those 2 little buttons, 2017 and 19 buttons. That's my video for the 15th. I'm sorry it's a little long, but I hope you'll hop on over to Stmpgrl Paige and see what she's made and what paper she used or decided to use for this week's this month's 15th Craft Your Paper Stash Cards collab. Hop, swap, collab. I hope you will hop. It is a collab. So you can hop on over. There you go. Have a great weekend, a great day, whatever it is. When this will post on the 15th. It's not the 15th when I'm filming it. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.